and welcome to a new hour of National Report. We're glad you're here. I'm Emma Reckenberg.
I'm Sean Kreisman. Thanks so much for joining us this hour. Lot of news here to get to for you.
There is. We've been bringing you live to Kentucky, where we've been following the devastation across the region. Weekend tornadoes ripping through the area. We've seen lives lost, homes and businesses destroyed. The governor of Kentucky, Andy Beshear, will be hosting a press conference at any moment, and as soon as that gets started, we'll bring it to you live. But first, turning now to Capitol Hill, where Congress is racing to pass President Biden's $1.75 trillion social spending plan this before Christmas. President Biden and Senator Joe Manchin meeting last night to discuss Build Back Better and a path moving forward. The senator has not yet vouched his support for the bill, citing inflation concerns. Joining us now is Colorado Congressman Ken Buck. Congressman, thank you for coming on the program today. Big question about Build Back Better. Will we see it passed before Christmas? What concerns might you have about the legislation?
Well, it has passed the House, and it is up for a vote in the Senate at some point. Obviously, Senator Manchin and Senator Sinema are holding strong at this point, and I think that the concern is, as Joe Manchin has mentioned, the inflation. Senator Sinema is concerned about the taxes. Both of those are valid. In my view, the federal government has a limited role in our lives, should have a limited role, and this bill really expands that role. This bill is just the Green New Deal on steroids. It is harmful for Americans. It's harmful for our energy production here at home. It's also harmful for the idea that we have a federalist system, a system where the states run certain areas of our government, and the federal government should stay out of those areas.
And a big question about this plan is how much it's really going to cost. We've heard from the White House it's going to cost you zero. But there's a report from the Congressional Budget Office that says the current version of the bill would add $3 trillion to the U.S. deficit over the 2022-2031 period. Here's what White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki had to say about that score. Take a listen.
But it's important to understand that when anybody raises a question about this new CBO score, it is a fake score about a bill that doesn't exist. And we should really focus on the actual bill everybody's going to vote on and considering in Congress right now.
Congressman, is this a fake score?
It's not a fake score. In my view, it is too small. The number doesn't accurately reflect where this bill is going to go. This is just the first step that the socialists want to take down this path, and it's going to be much more expensive. What they try to do to minimize the cost of this bill is to reduce the number of years. But once a federal program is in place, it's very difficult to repeal that program. Perfect example is Obamacare. Many Republicans ran against Obamacare. They got here, and next thing you know, the budget was held up. The appropriations bills were held up. There was a threat of shutting down government if Republicans repealed Obamacare. And so nothing happened in that. And the same thing's going to happen with all these programs. Once they're in place, people start to feel the pain of them being withdrawn. It's much easier not to put them into place first and not have to deal with it later.
Right. This at a time where we're learning the consumer prices have surged to 6.8% for November. That data just now coming in. And we know people who are out shopping for Christmas gifts, they notice the increased prices as well, or even just your groceries or gas tank. In the meantime, though, Congressman, while we've got you here, I wanted to ask you about the Ocean Shipping Reform Act. You're co-sponsoring it right now, passing in the House. Tell us more about this bill. Do you think it'll pass in the Senate?
I hope it passes in the Senate. I think the Senate, many senators are concerned with the same things we're concerned with. You mentioned the inflation. Part of that has to do with supply chain. Part of it has to do with the spending, just dumping money into the economy, the way President Biden is doing that. But the supply chain issues really revolve around the fact that ships are bringing products into the United States. And then because of the delay in loading ships, it's more cost effective for them to just leave and go back to Asia, load up again, and bring more products in. So our balance of trade is a serious problem. We have a number of other issues that are related to that inside the country. I've gone to stores just recently and thought it was at the height of the pandemic because there are whole shelves that are empty with products that aren't available now. And that's serious, and we need to address it, and this bill does just that.
Yeah, absolutely. Worker shortages as well. You're waiting for truck drivers and individuals to help unload those containers. We need some help right now. Congressman Ken Buck joining us on the program with part of his plan to address the situation. Congressman, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.